Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Xiang Talk. So in today's topic, I want to talk about how to be fit and healthy in your 30s. So I myself are in my late 30s. I'm 37 this year. So this is just the things that I do, right, for at least 7 to 8 years. As I go into this routine of going to the gym and then eat healthy and all of that things that I can sum up to this video. So today I want to share the secret of staying fit in your 30s. So you can think about your friends that they are, so I will be more focused on 30s to 40s, like your friends that they are married or they are getting into this age and you see that their body get out of shape, their life has put and stress on them, and their health is also going further away from what they used to have, right? You see they get fatter, they get some sort of sickness or disease when they are in 30s, which is very normal right now. So part of the reason of they can't stay healthy, right? Number one is because they're getting the nutrient from the food that doesn't really heal their body. So why is this important? Because when our body doesn't heal and we get the nutrient that we doesn't want, which is like, as I can say, like fast food, like we all like McD's, McDonald's or Macca's or KFC, like fried chicken, basically fried things, or also sugary stuff, right? Sweet stuff like chocolate, right? Unless you get chocolate with 80% and above cacao, it is useless and doesn't bring any health benefit to your body. So why I get into this or eat healthy stuff? Because the food that you take in will also determine how you look outside. Like the more sugar that you take in the daily basis, the more fat you are going to store in your body. I'm not going into the calculation of how many calories for a gram of sugar or fat. All right, so the number one issue is not eating healthy enough, not making good decision on the food that they are taking. So how can we fix this? We can fix this by, so this is working for me for the last 6 years, right? I start fasting. Like, why do I share fasting? Fasting is the easiest way to lose weight or to maintain how you look when you are at your 30s, because your metabolic rate is not used to be like when you are 20 or you are 18 years old, right? At that time, whatever you eat is going to go away that fast. Your body is going to heal very fast because young, right? When you get into 30s, it's time to look after your body. And because of it doesn't recover that fast anymore, we have to choose wisely what we consume daily. Most important thing is, if you can, don't take sugar. Right? Sugar is going to make you fat. Sugar is going to make you feel like you have brain fog during the day. Right? And also fried and starchy stuff. What I mean by starchy is like the flour they use to fry the food and the oil they use to fry the fruit. And it's kind of like make you sluggish during the day. So get rid of those unhealthy stuff. I know that it's very addictive. Once you like the food, right, it's hard to let go. But there's a way to let go. That is the one that I mentioned, intermittent fasting. I'm not trying to convince anyone to like, okay, you eat no breakfast, right? Because as Asian, we treat breakfast as like our life, right? I used to do that too. Like I have to eat a noodle for early in the morning. I have to eat laksa in the morning. Like that is the traditional breakfast, like which is heavy, oily, but really nice. Encourage everyone to try when you visit Malaysia. But there's a downside of having breakfast, because when you wake up in the morning, like you are clear, you have clear mind, right? Can you remember that there's a time that you forget to eat things in the morning, and then you just focus on the work that you do and in your hand, right? Time just goes by and you are focused, right? Can you remember that time that you are focused, like when you are busy doing something, like New Year is coming, Chinese New Year is coming, and you have to do the work that is in front of you, and you don't have time to eat. But that time is the most productive time in your life. Why did I mention this? Because you can use that time to be productive during the day, right? So get rid of the breakfast will give you more time, more focus. Because when you think of, by the time that you finish all of your work, you get more done. You can try this if you don't believe me, but we are more focused. The reason behind this fasting is, when we are fasting, our body produces ketone body. And ketone body is a fuel that the body can use other than the calories to maintain our energy, right? In fact, it is more effective to manage our energy. It's more balanced when we are using ketone body. So when does the ketone body come in to play? When we are fasting. So the reason behind all of the rant that I did is to tell you guys that we can tap into that energy, that ketone body, that our body can produce when we are in, I can say, like a hunger mode. Like we get into a surviving mode, whereby our bodies start breaking down fat first, right? When we're breaking down the fat and turn into ketone, this is when the real big effect come into play. You lose weight. Okay, everyone knows that if you restrict your diet, you restrict what you eat, or you dragging the time behind when you start your meal, it's going to make a big impact into your diet if you want to lose weight. So when you did that, right, it kind of like hit two birds in one stone. Like you get more healthy by utilizing the ketone body that are able to produce by your body, by everyone, when we fast. Like the 16-8 is the best place to start. Like 8 hours of eating window, 16 hours of fasting, right? Include the time that you sleep. So you utilize the time to fast and to eat. So when we use that ketone energy, our body become more efficient, more focused, like I said before. And as a result, we lose weight. We look leaner, we look younger, because when we are using ketone body, our body also doing some amazing thing, like which is detox, which is renew the cell that are dead or are old, right? All of those things you can search on the internet. You can do any survey or any information that you want to take, right? You can do a research for it. And all kind of benefit of fasting, right? That's why all the religion, they include fasting into like their crucial things that they need to do every year. Like Islam, they fast for a month before they welcoming the new year. So in Christianity, there's also fasting that being emphasized on growth, being emphasized on healing the body. All right, I'm not going to get into it, but why is it important to fast? Because I can say God says so. Okay, when we do things that God say, it always works. It always more efficient to us, to our body. Like so let's talk about logic, right? When we are fasting, we are giving time to our body to rest, right? Not giving food like 3-4 hours and then we're feeding the food, right? We're feeding ourselves every day. Like if you're having 3 meals a day, right? Every 5 hours, we're going to have 1 meal, or we're going to have snacks. And our stomach, our body are not able to rest and recover. Right? That's why fasting takes into place. It can help us when we rest ourselves, when we put the stress off our system, right? Put the stress off in our colon so they can rest and recover. So that is the most important thing that we can do when we are in our 30s. Start fasting, start intermittent fasting. And you can go from there, right? Some people can do OMAD, right? 1 meal a day. And some people wants to cleanse themselves, like cleanse their body, detox. They can do like 3 days or 7 days, even water fast. But today, we can start with 16-8. So how can we start 16-8, right? As an Asian, like if you are Asian, right, you can relate to me. It's very hard to skip breakfast because everyone of our friends, they're having breakfast and we are not having it. It looks weird. It looks like we are not like friends with them, right? We gather having breakfast and then do our stuff. So what is the difference between you and your friend is determined by you. So when you decided that you want to do 16-8, you have to go on to this journey of fasting because you know that in long term, it is good for your body. It is going to make huge changes in your diet. It will help you to lose weight. Or even better, if you go into the gym, you do strength training, like your fitness, your body will change, and you will see that in 3 months if you commit to things that you do. That's what I'm doing for last 7 to 8 years. Like for the last 7 to 8 years, I'm doing intermittent fasting. I'm going to the gym. I get my diet dialed in. And I look better than 99% of my peers. Right? Because they doesn't have the mindset, they doesn't know what is important to them and what they want in their lifestyle, what they want to achieve in their health. So if you are in your 30s, you must think about this now, or it's going to take a longer time for you to get used to it. But the faster you get in, the faster that you get into this lifestyle, the easier it will be for you in long term. You will save like money on food. There's so many benefits of doing intermittent fasting. So when you start, for example, when you start eating your first meal at 12, you skip your breakfast, at least you save like 10 or 20 bucks on breakfast, on things that you usually spend on. When you get rid of that, you save a lot of money. You can put it into things that you want to do. And also you save time. You can focus on the things that you want to finish before 12. Right? And then you have plenty of time to relax. You have plenty of time to have your meal. Right? Have a big meal if you want. Satisfying meal. And your diet is easier to control. Why? Because you have less time to eat. Right? Time frame to eat is only 8 hours. Within that 8 hours, you want to overeat, right? You still can be overeating, but you have less time to be overeating. Right? So why it's good? Because it's going to help you to think about what you really want to put in your body during that 8 hours, because you have done that 16-hour fast. It helps you to make wiser choices when you are choosing your food. And that is all I want to share today. Alright, get yourself committed to start fasting. Even an hour late to your breakfast, and then 2 hours less in the next day. You're building up from there. You build yourself up from maybe 12 hours of not eating, to 18 hours, day by day, slowly. You are going to get there. Okay, if you delay every day, the time that you have breakfast, you are going to get there. So this is what I do. If I have my breakfast, for example, 8 o'clock in the morning, I'll try to make it later. Next day, I'll do 9 o'clock, and then the next week, I'll do 10 o'clock, and get my body used to that condition. Not having food for longer time. In long term, you will thank me for this video that I made. I promise you, if you do intermittent fasting, your life will change. Your body will change, and you are going to make better decisions on the food that you take, because you have limited time. You want to put the most nutritious food in your diet. And hopefully you guys can go to the gym and build the body you always want. Be that even 10% of the person that look after their body when they're over 30 years old. Right, it's going to make you a lot different. Right, being different is not bad. In fact, when you know how to think for yourself, your life, your health will become better. Alright, thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, please help me by like and subscribe to my channel so that I can make more content. Share it with your friend if they have problem of their weight or their health and you think that this is going to help them. Or if you're doing intermittent fasting and you can't convince them to do it, share it with them and let them take the leap, make the progress in this 2025. Alright, thanks for watching. Peace.